getting back in the dating game. You're optimistic about meeting the right one. But after going on date after date with different prospects and not getting a second date, you begin to wonder, why am I not getting a call back? Am I saying wrong? Was there a red flag I didn't notice? If you've asked yourself this, you should order The Do's and Don'ts of Dating. In this book, you'll identify what the dating process should look like. What should I ask on the first date? What should I know and ask 30 days after dating them? What are red and green flags? How to date long distance, and more. Pre-order a new copy of Greg Davis's new book, The Do's and Don'ts of Dating, a guide of removing guessing and eliminating the games. Order now at www.gregdavisshow.com. Again, that's gregdavisshow.com.
All right, y'all. All right. Welcome. All right, people coming on in. Hello, Tiffany and Akeem. Welcome, everybody, to When the Right One Comes. If you would text somebody and tell them, what she say? She hope a book comes. What? They being shipped out now. We just got them. We just got them.
30 days. 30 days. Please allow 30 days for pre-orders.
No. We got them in, but y'all got to wait for them to put them in the envelopes. I'm glad y'all excited. Come on. Hey, y'all do me a favor. If you don't know, now you know. Glory. Make sure that you share, that you text somebody and tell them where we are. We're only on YouTube tonight. My page was hacked last Thursday. It seemed like 10 years ago. Facebook, and by some guys that look a little different. But we here. So can y'all just invite and share? I'm encouraged already. It's 62, y'all. See, Frank? We may stay here. We may tabernacle here. Do y'all know that, seriously, all jokes aside? Oh, everybody's saying, hey, Josh.
What's up, family? All these people.
People. There are people that have YouTube shows and don't go on Facebook at all. We just kind of used to it, like for real. So we're gonna tabernacle here. But do I see Stevie Wonder? That would be you, Prophet Claiborne.
We can't hear you, Claiborne.
Whatever. They starting already.
Mm-hmm. You done told them what, Mika? Y'all, Angelica, what is that picture saying?
That picture saying, I don't know what the heck is going on here, but just give me life.
With that canary yellow on.
Would y'all please call your mama, your friends, tell them we over here. Let me check my DM because people.
When the right one comes, come on.
Bishop, you can let me. So if you're only on YouTube tonight, so do me a favor, hit the share button to your Facebook page. And as they scroll on Facebook, they'll see the link and they'll be able to click on the link from Facebook to come to YouTube. So everybody do that for us tonight, right now. Right now, we need you to hit share. Scroll to your Facebook tab. Once you hit share it to your Facebook and say we're live on YouTube only tonight.
Exactly. That's what I normally do when I send it to people outside the country. I knew it was a way of doing it.
Say it again, Frank.
Hit the share. Once you hit share, you scroll to your, we're going up already. You scroll to your, like for me, I have to hit more, then hit Facebook.
Yep.
And then share it to your Facebook that way. All right. So once someone scrolls on your Facebook, on your Facebook timeline, they'll be able to hit the link and come find us right here on YouTube.
Hey, brothers, those of y'all that posted, you can edit your post and put on there only on YouTube.
Yep, that's what I did.
Yeah, I see some people posted and y'all putting that. Just say we're only on YouTube tonight.
We got 95 in the room tonight already. Let's get up to 150.
We're at 100.
Everybody to share. Not only share it to your Facebook, but text it to 3 friends. Text that link to 3 friends tonight. Let's have a good old time tonight.
$109. Pastor Johnson is no longer on. He didn't get kicked. Y'all so crazy. He got kicked off the island. No, he's just no longer on. 115. Can I still be funny on YouTube? 117. Let's keep going, y'all. Let's share it on your Facebook. In case you're just getting on, my page was hacked on Facebook, and we're still negotiating with them to prove that it's me. Thank God for Angelica, who takes care of that part of stuff for me. If y'all looking for a good media person, she's really dope. So y'all,
oh, is she?
Huh? You know, she really is. Like for real. Huh? You said, what'd you say, Josh?
No, I'm laughing at Frank.
Oh. Whereas Joe has Monday night parties. You must have wasn't no Candyman. We switch things up around here, y'all.
Listen, don't come on here asking why somebody ain't here. Who here is here. Don't start with us tonight. Whoever here on the screen is here. If they ain't here, go find them on their page. Whoever ain't here, ain't here.
When this boy gets to be my age, Lord have mercy. I just wish the Lord let me stay around, because he gonna be cantankerous. He gonna be cantankerous. He get that little.
Why? Well, they ain't here.
That's it right there.
They ain't here.
I promise you, it's gonna be good. We at 127. Josh, they say they love the white. Y'all, see, they don't. Some of them don't care. They just go flirting with the next one.
They moved right on, didn't they?
Like sharks, right? Just go to swimming.
This chat is lit. I'm looking at this chat. It's like a whole. This a whole thing in itself. The chat.
Mm-hmm.
My God. Praise the Lord.
They'll get you. They'll get you, Bingham.
Yeah, let me stop looking at this.
See, Frank, I don't know. I may not go back to Facebook. We to build this. Let's build this.
Listen, this other show I'm getting ready to do.
It's just YouTube, right?
It's gonna be just YouTube. Now, frankly speaking, I might still do both, but my new show I'm getting ready to drop in November is just gonna be YouTube for sure.
I mean, it's all about me rebranding and advertising that is here. You know.
Yeah.
132. I'm encouraged. All right, we're gonna get started. We're gonna get started. Thank you, Frank, for telling me to do that. We're gonna get started, and we have a new guest tonight. He guesting with us tonight, and we're trying him out. Y'all, if you're on Clubhouse streets, you know him. He is Joshua Bainham, and he's sitting in with us tonight, and we appreciate him. Of course, you know Frank Ray III. Him and Broderick Rice, they're right above and below one another. They've been here the longest. Frank has missed a couple times. Broderick has never missed one, have you? You missed one? Okay. And this is week 61. Frank missed 2. And then the next senior person is who? Is it Claiborne or Antoine?
Antoine.
Antoine came next, and then Claiborne, and then Dwayne, and Josh is here now. Candace, that's a different picture of you on there. I didn't even know that was you. Our writers in the house, Candace Parker and Marlinda's behind the scene. Frank, we won away from 150.
See, I can see every now and then. I saw 150.
Yeah,
in the spirit.
152. But you know, the fact of business is YouTube has started growing anyway because the numbers were kind of equal when I looked at both of them. So this is good. All right, Frank is going to open us up with the what do you call it?
The icebreaker.
Yeah, I went to dinner with my daughter tonight and I had a good dinner. And yeah, things. Y'all go right ahead. Yeah. You ever been to Steak 48?
Yes, sir.
Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir. I took my two of my daughters there.
man, that food is. Hey, Frank, you been there before?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have. I should have known.
The food
Man, I had the lamb chops, and we had 2 chicken fried lobster tails, and
They good. I don't know if they better than Maestro's, but they good.
no, sir, and the service is amazing.
Oh, they up there.
They had something called praline corn.
Yes.
Praline corn. It had pralines in the corn.
Yeah.
You mean praline or praline?
Well, I call it, it's according to where you at. When I lived there, Josh, I said praline.
Right.
But
Okay.
when we over here, we say praline.
Josh, where you live?
I'm from New Orleans.
He's from New Orleans.
I'm between Texas and New Orleans right now.
I'm sorry, I disrespected you by saying it that way, Josh. You're right.
He pastored in 2 churches.
I'm like, pray. I'm like, what is he praying?
Praline.
Praline.
Yeah. What's the place there in New Orleans that has they serve them in the red box, the candy in the red box in the airport? It's a famous one they make it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you talking about it's a black woman started it.
Is it really?
Yeah, she has she just passed away. I forgot the name. I know you're talking about. I can't think of the
They're
name.
the best in the world. Yeah. They say what is it called? Maestros? What is it called?
Maestro's.
Maestros. She's saying it. Yeah.
Maestro's, Steak 44, Ocean 44, Bourbon and Bones in Scottsdale.
Ocean 44.
And the thing about it is, neither one of us, me or my daughter, eat steak, but they got so much of the chicken fried lobster. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's a good place, man. I took both of my daughters and Bishop. They spent me out of house and a home.
Oh, I ain't gonna even tell you. But my daughter was it. Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you. I'm like,
you ain't got to tell me. I already know.
So because of the young kids that go there here, you got to do $100 minimum each person.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But I had never heard of that. I mean, we're gonna do it, but I'm just saying that they tell you that, and they take a $50 off of each. They take you have to use your card to make reservation, and they take $50 per person if you don't show up.
Yes.
Yes, that's crazy. All right, Frank.
All right. Welcome to the show, everybody. Yet again, if you're just coming on, you are tuned into When the Right One Comes. We are the hottest show that you can find on Mark Zuckerberg's jacked up internet on a Monday night. We know all of you all were panicking earlier because social media was shut down on Facebook or Instagram, but we made it. YouTube has been open and available all day, so we're right here on YouTube exclusively tonight. We would normally be on YouTube and Facebook. So again, if you're just coming on, make sure you hit that share button, share it to your Facebook, put it on your timeline, and let everybody know where we are tonight. Also, send it out to 3 other people via phone and tell them to tune in to the show. All right. Bishop has already introduced everybody, so I don't have to do that tonight. But you see our names in our boxes. Josh, when you get a chance, put your Instagram up And make sure you're following all of us on Instagram. Take a screenshot tonight. Take a shot of the phone, tag all of us, put it on your story, and tag hashtag WTROC in your story, and we'll be sure to repost. All right, icebreaker. Uh, um, um, Rapper from Memphis, Moneybag Yo, a couple of weeks ago received a gift from his woman. She bought him 28.8 acres of land in his hometown of where I reside, Memphis, Tennessee. We saw quite a bit of interesting comments from women on social media saying how dumb she was, how crazy she is, and how she should make sure that she is secure first before she buys a man land, not knowing fully all of the financial things that Moneybag has done for her before she made this purchase. So, fellas, especially those of you that have daughters, sisters, aunties, mamas, let me ask you a question. Do you think that it is dumb for a woman to make a purchase of that size or of that significance prior to marriage for her man? Anybody can jump in there that wants to jump in there.
I don't. I have 5 daughters, Frank. You know that. I have 5 daughters. And while I could make a father's statement, Bishop AJ, I can make a father's statement because you know what, a father feels different than what he feels about a girl. But here's the reality. Because I know the other backstory of Frank, of everything that this man has done, nobody would have had a problem or did not have a problem with all the things he brought, including the cars and everything else. Nobody has a problem if a man does that prior to marriage. But they had a problem, and I would argue with this too, about what the woman did. Now, I would say, hey, if you did that before marriage, compared to all the stuff I see every time you show up, Dad, he brought me this Benz, he brought me this Bentley, he brought me these diamonds, he took me all over, he pays for everything. All I'm gonna say is okay. I'm good with it. I'm good with it because they've both been doing stuff before marriage. So I would say, for me, from a not taking a father, no, can't nobody do, my daughter can't do this. I don't want to take that position. I'm gonna take a realistic position. All the stuff that she's showing me that he's been doing all of this time, I would say it is cool. I would be good with that.
Roger?
Listen, I just love the idea that this woman had it in her mind to offer a gift. I mean, I don't know what her credit score has to be, or how well she's being financed by whatever resource. I think it's awesome. Is it traditionally risky? Okay, but what isn't risky? So the fact that I think that's a refreshing idea. People can say whatever they want to say, but if a woman offered me land, I don't care if it was a half an acre, I'd be open to taking it.
Yeah.
I find no fault.
Josh?
If it was my daughter, I have to agree with, unfortunately, Claiborne, right? Unfortunately, I try my best not to agree with.
I know you don't.
I try my best. It's hurting me to say this. I'm gonna say that I would, because I look at it like this, Frank. We expect men to do stuff like this, almost demand them to be stuff like this. So if, as a man, I'm like, it's cool. We do it all the time. We buy stuff. Listen, we invest. Some of us have helped buy cars, helped start businesses, right? All that good stuff. But as a father, and I'm not a father yet, right? As a father, I might be a little different. Because as a father, I'm gonna be like, hold up now, baby. Hold up. We spending God knows what to buy a man something that's not your husband. So I'm kind of conflicted, but we do this stuff a lot of times as men, and nobody don't say nothing. Matter of fact, you will be ostracized if you didn't do stuff like that as a man, if you didn't invest in a woman and all that type of stuff. So I'm conflicted. I see it as a man and as a father. I think it's two different things for me.
I put a pin there. Y'all audience, put a pin there in what Joshua just said. We're going to put a pin there. I'm going to let the other guys respond. Then I'm going to come back at Joshua. Antoine.
Yo, see, for me, it's got to be consistent. Yeah, I would accept it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Give me my land. If that's what you want to do for me, then I'm gonna take it. If my daughter has the resourcefulness and the bank to be able to do that, I'd celebrate her. Obviously, she has more than enough. Now, if she's spending her last to buy land for the dude, and I'm like, nah, that ain't wise. You need something for yourself. But if this is just a little extra, this is something that you want to do because you really want to show the guy that you into him, then I'm with it. I'm with it.
Dwayne.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna stand on the side of go for it. Josh alluded to this a few minutes ago. I think part of the issue is there's been a double standard in society where it is projected that, and I want to be careful with my words, but I'll say this, that a man should be doing more, when I think that a man should do more, but in a different context, right? It does not absolve a woman from doing something, and that something is not just a steak 48 dinner, right? It's not just a nice birthday dinner. I think now what we're seeing in 21st century is women saying, hey, I appreciate my man like this, and so this is what I'm going to do. I think oftentimes it's kind of required of us to make moves like this in the dating scene, but only a woman can make moves like that in the marriage scene. And so I think we're seeing a flip-flop here where it's like, it's okay to give if that's what I want to do.
Bishop Davis.
I absolutely don't have a problem with a woman doing it, and I wouldn't have a problem with my daughter doing it at all. I'm with AJ as long as she's not a fool, which I didn't raise no fools, so I know she wouldn't do it. And so if she had the money, I don't run my kids' life. They asked me tonight was actually the first time, believe it or not, Frank, that I asked my daughter at 27 years old, was she dating? And we talked about it, and it was very comfortable. It was the first time, because I don't get in their business. And I was well pleased. She dating somebody of another nationality, and I knew she would, because she's that kind of girl. So I was like, okay. And then I want to know everything. So no, I wouldn't have a problem. If she has it and it's not breaking her, then no, not at all.
Joshua, you said specifically,
yes, sir,
that if it was my daughter, I would have a problem. So I want to ask you another question in response to that. My question to you is, if it was your daughter, would you also, if a man showed up to her house with a Rolls Royce, would you also have a problem with that?
I would. I wouldn't tell her don't accept it, but I would ask questions.
Like,
who is he? What does he do? What's the nature of your relationship? Right? For him to, I did say a drug test. What's the nature of the relationship, and what is this gift for? If the guy is financially well off to where that Rolls Royce is just a drop in the bucket, that's a different conversation, right? For me, Frank, it's absolutely a double standard, because the way that listen, people can kill me with this. I'm not gonna raise my daughter like I'm raising my son. I know it's a double standard. I know people gonna come at me for it, but for me, I would have to ask some questions because I wouldn't want it to be a situation where this man feels like he's purchasing my daughter.
Frank, ask him the reverse question. If the girl showed up to his house and gave his son the same thing.
Oh, I would ask the same questions, Claiborne.
All right, so let's take to your house out of it. Let's say they grown. You know this they man.
Oh, they grown. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they grown.
Okay.
She's 27, got her own everything.
Mm-hmm.
But she decides to buy this man this extravagant purchase. You would still have a problem with that?
I mean, I'm still asking questions. But I it would be totally different than she's staying in my house. But I'm still looking at her. I'm still gonna say, you on drugs? Are you good? Like you straight? You everything going well? I guess the apprehension for me, Frank, is that I know how some men and some women will use gifts as the bait and switch gifts as the thing. I saw it all the time growing up. Dude wanted to trap a chick, or a chick wanted to trap a dude. The first thing you do is buy something and put it in their house, because buying something and putting it in their house guaranteed I can always come in your house, right? And I did that growing up, so I guess I'm triggered, Frank. I guess I'm triggered. I buy a TV for Shorty, Frank. When I was growing up, the TV in the house meant, Frank, I can always come to the house.
Yeah.
You could never tell me I couldn't come over, because I put that TV there. So that's kind of how my mind thinking about it.
Okay. All right. Well, those are your answers tonight. That's the icebreaker for the night. Bishop?
That was a good icebreaker. Y'all already see what you're gonna get with Josh. All right. 255, Frank. Almost to the number that we usually do.
On YouTube.
On YouTube. You can definitely say it's the hottest show. That they follow. Yes, sir. I got something coming for y'all too to help promote it. So we talking about the 7. I did a post earlier. The top 7 marriage killers. We're talking about marriage. And they are work, no sex, finances, single friends, children, in-laws, and the church. All right. So since Joshua is new, first question for Joshua starts him off. Is it cheating when you have a work wife or a work husband when you're actually married? At what point does it get inappropriate? Again, for the gentleman in the Nike, is it cheating when you have a work wife or a work husband when you're actually married? At what point is it inappropriate? I used to sit at Starbucks every day, all right, after my show for hours. I close it down. They know me. I know them. I know their families. They used to come to me to the table and ask me to chip in for their birthdays and all that. But I would see these set up people every day from upstairs, Quicken Loan and stuff. It'd be the same guy and the same girl, or they come to Starbucks, they go eat together, because I'm a people watcher. And the thing about it is, I would talk to some of them and they was married, but that wasn't their husbands and all that. Now, out of some of them people, they know. Because whatever she ain't talking about at home, he getting it from his work wife. Whatever he ain't talking about at home, So when does it become inappropriate? Is it all right to have a work wife or husband when you're married? That's the first question. Part 2 of it is, when does it become inappropriate?
Ooh. I mean, it's inappropriate. I think we all get there. is inappropriate. I don't know where you get where you try to parcel out when did it get inappropriate, right? Because again, what are we defining as a work husband or work wife? Is that somebody I just kick it with at work? You know, Bishop is like somebody we just hang in it. We doing coffee and crumpets. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like,
Starbucks.
yeah, Starbucks. So I'm like, I think you get inappropriate at any moment in time where you are doing or saying something that you have to hide. Like anything you have to hide, anything that you got to cover up. But you know, Bishop, you know, my perspective is I see a difference between inappropriate and cheating. Like everything that's inappropriate is not cheating. You know, for me, when I think cheating, I'm thinking cheating, not, you know, we got all types of different forms of cheating, you know, mental cheating, emotional cheating. You know, some folk think that you can cheat with your eyes or you cheated with because you look. I'm just saying I think it's inappropriate, but I wouldn't say it's cheating per se, because my definition of cheating, I guess, is a little basic than most people. But I would say it's inappropriate, absolutely. But where do you get that? Like when you start hiding stuff. I think when you start hiding stuff, when you start.
You don't know nothing about this person that they're going out to eat. They're hanging out with. She never mentions them to you, Josh. Is that inappropriate?
That's inappropriate. That's well, somebody.
I knew I could get you to raise your voice.
I ain't gotta say somebody gonna die, but like that gotta be addressed. Like, why do you have a husband? My God, why do you have somebody else that cheating is cheating? That ain't always true, Lonnie, but that's a subject for another day. Why do you have somebody, Bishop, that you rely more on than the person you have vows with and you stand in the same house? So it's inappropriate. Period.
So it never gets to the point that it becomes inappropriate. It's inappropriate, period.
The moment they become, well, it's like this, Bishop. This is the way I look at it. It's not even so much the moment getting appropriate. I think wisdom is looking at a situation and seeing the potential of it to go left, right? So, you know, I know a lot of these women on here think that men are just stupid and we just brutes and we don't understand. Listen, we know where it's going. Brothers, don't we know where it's going? We know, listen, 90% of the time, Bishop, we know that, hey, this got the potential to go left, right? This got the potential that Shorty's smiling a little bit too hard, right? She a little bit too helpful, right? Listen, she taking her breaks when I'm taking my breaks. Like we see the potential. So I think that before you even get to where it's inappropriate, I think the wisdom, if you safeguarding your relationship and your marriage, is to have the insight and the foresight. Hey, listen, we can't be hanging as much as we hang, right? Because, and I think we got to be honest, Bishop. Like, you know what? Why we can't hang the way we just hang it because I end up knocking you down.
So somebody just commented, Josh. Somebody just commented and said that she was her boss's work wife. See, I can't. Yeah, you can't be that loose telling me that. Like, Frank, why you looking like that? They say, yeah, you can't be that loose telling me. I mean, you know, if it was my wife telling me, yeah. See, right there, look at that.
I was my boss's work wife, and we were never intimate. So what y'all was doing?
Yo, but can I chime in and say this? I think we looking at the definition of this like kind of a little bit like maybe sideways a bit, right? I think it's kind of like that urban slang, right? This work wife, work husband, right? It's kind of just like that urban slang. Now, I'm not going to say that everybody intentions are good in their approach with this, but I think oftentimes what they're saying is it's just somebody that they kind of tight with, right? And then being tight with while they're at work, they only explore their tightness while they're at work. And if done correctly, Frank, because I see
Oh
your
hell
eyebrows.
no, Dwayne.
I
Hell
see your
no.
eyebrows raising up.
No.
If done correctly, hear me. If done correctly, they will come home and say, hey, you know, if it's a woman, she will come home and tell you like, oh yeah, this is my little work cousin. We da 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 da, and you will know, and vice versa. I think that sometimes it's the terminology that's making us be like, you know, what Frank is saying, hell no. But you know,
First of all,
here we go.
First of all,
they should put in your box, right? They should put in your box down there, Bishop Greg Davis II in that box.
If I was married and my wife come home and tell me she got to work, baby, it's gonna be some moving furniture going on, and I'm going to work, the next day. But let's address this. Inappropriate for me. Inappropriate is anything you would not do in front of me. That's the simple. If your interaction would change when I'm next to you with that person, that's inappropriate for me. That's simple. It don't have to go no farther than that. So therefore, if it's something you have to hide, if it's something that won't be, Joe, what's up?
What's up, y'all?
If it's something that won't be the same, if I'm next to you, then it's a violation. It's a violation, point blank, period. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. I don't even know how we give wiggle room for that. I think that it is conniving. I think it's deceiving. I think it's dishonest. That's just where I'm at with it. Go ahead, Ryan.
I had a question I wanted to ask Bishop, gentlemen. Is there a distinction or a difference between work wife or husband and work lover?
Yes.
So then that means since there's a distinction, there's also a option. That is to say, let's just say my work wife is somebody who I can talk to, so I can stay in peace with my wife, but we never get into the sex thing. I'm just thinking, you know, I've been married, but I wasn't married long enough to get into a situation. Yes, I was. But could I be talking and sharing things with a woman? She's at my office. She's helping my business. She's helping me with my ministry and everything. And we just have this thing where we're able to talk and you know, because I want to be honest. I used to say this when I get with my girl, all her other men that she's ever known have to disappear. All she can have is family member, male friends, and and gay men. I'm not playing. I'm not putting nobody down. I used to feel that way. But then I was just looking at myself, and I was looking how I'm still friends with some of my exes, still friends with some other ladies that were married that I could talk to. And I'm being honest, I would talk to them about stuff that I tried to talk to my girl. And I know y'all say, well, you wasn't married, but you understand the context and what I'm trying to make my point. You know, and sometimes it's talking to the wife about things I can't talk to my girlfriend about because, you know, it turns into something else. Is that making any sense, Joe?
Broderick, I'm with you. I think, first of all, it's a terminology that, Bishop, we never used. So when I heard this terminology, nephew, it was more of a slang terminology. It was, and the person it had nothing to do with intimacy. It had everything to do with she stay on top of me, she's on point with me, she keeps me in order. That's all that it was. I don't like the term because I didn't grow up with the term, so I've never called anybody my work wife ever. Okay. However, when I heard it, okay, bingo, like I hate the term baby daddy, baby mama. Hate it because it has a negative connotation. But I got some friends that will say stuff. Even Barack said, "Oh, that's my baby mama." He didn't mean it in a negative sense. However, it's how it was used. When I heard work wife and work husband, I never heard it from an intimate perspective. Now, when I heard people, Broderick, to what you were saying, had relationship, that was a different, and they never called them their work wife. Like what nephew said, they come home. Matter of fact, I have gone to Christmas parties, nephew, and they have said, "That's my work husband." And it was never upset. The girl wasn't fighting. They wasn't the man wasn't mad. It wasn't nothing because of the way that it was presented. They knew who Jeff was. They knew who Sarah was. They say it, and it was all based on that person was like my wife. She stayed on top. They know the whole family and everything. So it was never doing this. So I first of all, going that way. Now, when Bishop said the inappropriate, I think the inappropriate is when we move our Broderick from that work wife to a lover. And we move to a lover, then now we move into inappropriate. And I'm with Josh. I hope they ain't taping this, Josh, because they're gonna be like something that happened to us. We don't usually agree this much, but I agree with you, Josh.
I disagree with you right now, but
I know you don't, and that's why I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're back. But when it came to the inappropriate, what I agree with you is some things may be inappropriate, but not necessarily cheating. It may be inappropriate if they're doing all of this stuff, and that would be anything. I don't think this is where when Bishop gave you this question, I don't know if I agree, because I know people who go out to lunch, but they're not coming home every day saying to their spouse, "You know, I went to lunch with this one today. Oh, I went to lunch with that one." You just don't operate your life like that. If you work in corporate America, like I work in corporate America, Bishop AJ, I would go out to lunch with different people. And sometimes when I worked in the bank, we all went to the club on Friday together. Every Friday, Joe. Every Friday, the same set of people, we went to the club together. My wife at that time was no club person, but every Friday I went to the club with the same. And guess what, Joe? There were no guys. It was all because at the bank, I was the only guy that worked in the bank in my position. The rest of the tellers were all women. And we went out every Friday, sat at the table. People thought I was doing it well because I had about 5 or 6 women, but they were all just, business people that I worked together. So I would say that I ain't come home, be like, I went out with this one and a new girl came. They just don't do that. That's not how you
I want to ask y'all something. I want to ask y'all something. For those that's okay with work bae and work wife, work husband.
Here we go.
Because we seem to be diminishing inappropriateness. So let's talk about it. Have you ever broke up with somebody because they were inappropriate?
Absolutely.
That's tough.
Has inappropriate behavior ever broken up your relationships?
Frank, never broken it up, but never got past a certain point. So are you calling the work wife situation inappropriate?
No, I'm just asking because we seem to be distinguishing, and I get that part between being inappropriate and cheating, but right. the leaf of being inappropriate leads to the root of distrust.
Right.
So my question is, by us diminishing being inappropriate and saying just, okay, it's a difference between being inappropriate and cheating, are we okay? Are we trying to say we're okay with dealing with inappropriate behavior in our relationship?
There's level of inappropriate, because what you call inappropriate, I may not necessarily call inappropriate. So there's levels of inappropriate. You may say, because the girl got your email, she got your number, we work together. But to you, because you married, you might be in a position to say, well, I think that's inappropriate. I might say, you got your boy because y'all work together, y'all all got numbers. I don't know what kind of business, other things that y'all are dealing with, that y'all have each other's telephone number. One person may call that inappropriate, another person, or we ride together in a car.
Okay, let me ask you this. Who determines what inappropriate is within a relationship?
Each person got their own way. Because I just get ready to say.
Okay, so if you just give all the scenarios you gave, but your wife says, I think that it's inappropriate for you to continue to be out with these women like you are. That's inappropriate to me. Who determines how the relationship is now going to go forward?
Now we have a discussion on that because it ain't on one side. We have
A discussion.
We have a discussion. No way now, because y'all going.
You
straight
hanging
to the
out with
jugular.
other women, Claiborne. What discussion?
But I'm not sleeping with other women. I am not being inappropriate with other women. I am not flirting with other women. We all would go out to. You mean to tell me that y'all are not solid enough? You just said this, Bingo. You just said
I love the faces.
men are not a bunch of I forget the word you use, but we are not a bunch of men that we don't have no control. You mean to tell me that you can't hang out with people and not be inappropriate?
No.
What you telling me?
Frank just said, if your woman deems something inappropriate,
and you asked me why the discussion, I said that why I will have a discussion.
And he said you hanging out with other women and your wife deems it as inappropriate. Your response was have a conversation.
Yes.
So if the shoe was on the other foot,
she would have to have a conversation with me. That's fine.
And so you are cool with her initial response being
not you personally, but the channel.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Are you okay with it being to the place of where? Are you okay with it being from a place of where you say
you're not on mute, Bishop? I don't think.
Yeah, I think he's on there now.
I think you're on mute, Bishop. But
no, he's on mute now.
Yeah, Claiborne, are you cool with the position of your woman, her initial response of you saying, "Hey, baby, listen, you going to Starbucks with these guys at your work. You always keying, laughing, having a good time. All this other stuff. You cool with your wife's initial response being, let's just have a conversation about it.
It's always got to be communication.
Instead of immediately saying, okay, I'm not doing it.
No, I would not want that to be the immediate reaction. You have got to say, it's got to be communication. If I immediately do what you say without having a conversation, you are talking about now a level of control versus let's talk about, because maybe I don't understand. So communication helps me to understand versus you just immediately saying, no, I'm just going to be done with it. You say
I wish my wife would.
Okay, that's why me and you and
I wish she would, Claiborne. I wish she would.
This young got turned up quick, ain't it?
Joe, I wish my wife would.
Come on, Joe.
Oh no, you don't want to hang. Baby, don't worry about that. I'm gonna keep hanging with these guys.
No, I didn't say that. I said a conversation.
Let's just have a conversation.
Communication is the key, man. If you ain't other than that, just control. Go ahead, Joe.
Let me ask a question. So are we talking about work husbands and work wives?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Let me do this. First of all, I want to thank y'all so much, man, for allowing me to come back in when I can. I host an event every Monday night here in Chicago. I left early. I just wanted to be around my brothers tonight. And so thank y'all for holding my place for me. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for everybody that said y'all miss me. I appreciate y'all. Sure, I love y'all. I miss y'all every week. It's just work on Mondays. They make me host this event, and they pay me very well for it. So
get that money.
I gotta go do that. I do want to say this, and maybe my pastor, my Bishop Antoine Walker, can help me navigate through this process. He's the most saved person I know. It ain't Frank. It definitely ain't Broderick. It's Antoine. I think that the title wife and husband are two of the most highest, most integral, strongest positions that you can hold. Not only does it delve into a physical connotation, but also a spiritual one. I will say this. Once we start allowing ourselves to call other people outside the person that we actually have those vows with, husband and wife, the connotation, the strength of that word those words, it begins to permeate the heart and the mind to a sense that an obligatory spirit will start to develop towards that person, because those words, those titles are so strong. I remember I was out with my ex-wife. I wasn't out. I walked or came to an event she was at, and she was an attractive girl, and somebody was sitting at the bar, and he was in her ear, and she was frustrated by it, but she was trying to be polite. I went up to him and I hit him on his arm. He said, "What up, bro?" I said, "Man, hey man, move around, Joe. This is my wife." The power of me saying those words, wife. This is my wife, not my girlfriend, not my baby mama, not nobody I'm sleeping with, not nobody I'm living with, but this is my wife. And so I think that particularly we got to be careful, because I'm writing this book, I'm doing this study about cheating, and I'm starting to understand that we play so much with these words that delve, these titles that delve into strength and obligation and spiritual connection and oneness, that we start telling people at work that you're my work wife or you're my work husband, and you don't think there's some kind of way that you chip it at the integral, at the spiritual obligation that you have towards your real husband. Do we diminish a title? Is the title being diminished in a sense? Are we playing with fire? Can we do this? Can we nickname somebody God? Can we nickname somebody Jehovah? It is just something that we play and do. You my work God, because you bring me coffee and you bring me tea and you bring me lunch every once in a while. So you my provider at work. Can we play with that title? And if we can't play with the God title, then we shouldn't play with the titles that God created with the first institution he ever put together. I'm not even being jealous, because it's not. I don't think that there's not nothing that we can be jealous about. But when we start playing with the wife word and the husband word and the babe word, you start to develop an affection towards another person that they haven't deserved to have or to hold or for you to call them. And now you find yourself in an emotional and spiritual struggle. It ain't about your strength not to cheat or your strength not to go too far with it, but playing with words that we shouldn't play with is something that I wouldn't want my wife to do. And if I was God, I wouldn't want my people to do. You know what I'm saying? If I was president, I wouldn't want nobody to play with that title, because what the strength and the power and the obligation that comes behind it and what it means, should we not consider this thing? Should we not look at it and say, yo, we shouldn't play like that? Because men cheat because we're visual and we have these issues and all that stuff. But women cheat, usually it ain't the guy that's flirting with her at the gas station. It's that nigga that's sitting in the cubicle with her that brings her coffee every day, that brings her favorite candy every day. And so it's the person that she gets comfortable with. It's the person that she gets entrenched with every day by the familiarity, and then it just slides into something, and you don't even know you got into it, but you're into it.
Joe.
Yes, sir.
Joe, I didn't mean to interrupt your sermon.
No, I'm not trying to sermon it out.
That's what you did.
I apologize.
No, it's okay. I just hear the mind of Bishop Jackson so disagreeing with you on that.
I don't.
No. Just ask him how much he's disagreeing with you right now.
Bishop, are you disagreeing with me on this?
Joe, I actually agree with you 1,000%.
What?
Yes, sir.
What?
That's what. Hey, wow. I don't have to talk when somebody's saying it. Joe Global killing it.
Why you agree 100%. Though? You the freedom man. No roles, no control. No, come on.
Who
you say it every week?
I don't say that every week, dog. No, what Joe said is right. I don't even have to. Hey, so you know, like in the church, dog, they tell you don't re-preach another preacher's sermon. When they hit it, they hit it. I'm not gonna re-preach that. He hit it.
Facts. I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement with him, and I'm I'm ashamed of Michael Claiborne tonight. That I'm praying for him. That I want him to be delivered. I really do. Josh, we can't hear you. You on mute.
I said he's supposed to be the sanctified one, Frank.
Y'all
Right.
need to be delivered
Right.
with this control piece. That's
No.
what
This a difference. I just think
that,
part
what Joe
part
said is
of the
good,
reasons.
y'all got this control piece. and
No,
what
I feel like
y'all
part
got
of the
this
reason
stuff
that marriages do not last like they used to is because we too loose now.
Yes, sir.
There's no honor, there's no respect of who we say we're committed to.
Right.
There's no reverence. There's no reverence for them. It's a different. I mean,
So you don't think like Josh? You don't think?
But ask them this question.
deserve- Hey, go ahead, nephew.
Ask them this question. The work wives and husband wives thing or whatever, it's been established before all of us even came along. They've been saying this long before we came along.
I don't
And
think
they
so.
didn't.
I don't
And they
think so.
didn't. And they didn't do this from a. They didn't do it from a disrespectful place.
I don't think it's old. It's not old. It's something new.
It's the 50-year-olds and above who kind of started it. It's not new. This ain't new.
I just started hearing it like
Yeah,
two
no,
or
this
years
ain't
ago.
new.
Last 2 years.
This ain't new. A 50-year-old woman at a job I used to work at was like, when I first got there, she was like, Dwayne, this my work husband, right? And she even introduced him to her real husband, and like it was so clean. So here's my thing. I get where you guys are coming from, right? I really do. I feel the sentiments of your heart. However, I think that it really just depends on who the people are and what those people are. And Frank, you said the best. Listen, if that's not what you want to happen in your household, that's not what you want to happen. I can't necessarily say it's inappropriate for somebody else's household, because if they understand the lines and it's healthy and it's clear and there's nothing else to it, then I think, at the end of the day, that's what works for them.
Well,
What about-
I'm gonna go join a Celebration Church of Detroit,
So, gentlemen,
and I'm gonna join the deacons ministry, and I'm gonna tell one of the head deacons, "You the pastor of this ministry. You my pastor of this ministry. You're my pastor of this ministry."
Bishop, what you about to say?
And
I got 9 more questions.
Okay.
We might not. It's already
I'm sorry, y'all.
11.
Yeah, I know, but let me try to rush through them. I'm sorry, we had a little security problem. They trying to get me on every end, boy. I don't know if y'all saw the comments. Somebody was commenting off of when the right one comes with crazy stuff.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, we working it out. Right quick. As a man, when you feel neglected, how do you reignite a sexless relationship or marriage? As a man, when you feel neglected, how do you reignite a sexless relationship or marriage? Remember, we're talking about 7 marriage killers. So this has to do with the next one, which is sex, no sex. So how, Bishop Antoine, when you were married, of course, he ain't having sex right now.
Tell them to try Jesus. Don't try me. Amen.
How do you reignite sex?
Well, I think when a man shuts down sexually, it's an emotional issue. Of course, you can talk about the physical issues, but when a man chooses to shut down, typically the man may not have admit that he doesn't trust her, or he's been hurt emotionally, or that he doesn't feel heard. So if a man doesn't feel heard in that relationship, then he will shut down sexually. And so I think if the woman creates a space where he's able to tell his truth, you know what I'm saying, where maybe is something deeper in his heart that he wants to share with her, tell her, maybe she can't handle it alone. Maybe there needs to be a third party in that helps mitigate that conversation. But oftentimes a man's lack of trust for his woman does impact him sexually. And it's like, I call it this emotional meter, that when a man's emotional meter goes off toward the woman that he's with, it also shuts him down sexually with her. And so sometimes it's linked to that man's emotional disconnect from her. And so sometimes you got to navigate those conversations in those spaces with truth.
I'll make this quick and don't preach a sermon. Sorry, Roderick.
Yeah, because we got to.
Don't pay attention to me.
A disrespected or dishonored man he's removed from all his responsibilities in the house, included sex. You can't emasculate a man in every single way possible, conversationally, emotionally. You don't respect him, you don't honor him, but then you expect his erection to be fulfilled at night. That's not how this thing works. You want to give a man turned on, honor him, respect him, love him, appreciate him, and then watch how that erection bless your life.
So since you said that, let's go to the next one. Frank, Josh, Broderick especially, is it a turnoff? Broderick, why don't you answer this first? Is it a turnoff if a woman directs the sexual encounter? Example, a little to the left, baby, look to the left. Look to the left.
Yeah, I don't need no MC.
Hold on, I ain't done. Look to the left. Go right, go deeper, go deeper. A little harder, right
That's
there.
all I brought with me, though. That's all I brought with me.
Huh?
They be saying go deep, and I be saying that's all I brought with me.
or go harder. Roger.
I don't need no MC.
So that's a turn off to you?
Yes, sir.
What?
Right.
Nah, it's not a turn off for me.
Okay, Josh.
Absolutely not a turn off. Absolutely not.
Dwayne. Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead, Josh.
No, I'm just saying you because if that shoe was on the other foot, you know we some movie directors. Gonna give you some
jump, hard, jump.
Yeah, he's gonna not at all.
Come closer. I mean, that's just what I heard people say.
Right.
Do a cartwheel and land right on it.
I will not participate in that language tonight.
If he married,
yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Assistant pastor. What about you, Claiborne?
No, I got no problem.
Okay, with either one, instruction or getting them.
Neither one.
Okay.
Neither one.
All right. I know you're gonna keep it holy. Janae said that's another one. Don't stop, Dwayne. Don't stop. Yeah. So y'all ain't got no problem with it. Nobody but.
Tell
Brock.
me what you
Nobody
want.
but old man.
So Brock,
Tell me what you need. Tell me it ain't good enough for you, man.
So Brock, you know what your wife saying? Nothing,
If
Brock.
she said right, AJ, you would be like,
You'll
say what you'll say is repeat that. Say that. Like, say that.
Yeah.
If she said right, you has to repeat. If she said right, Broderick, you is not gonna have a problem.
No, I'm frankly speaking, in all areas of life.
All right. The next question: if a woman makes more than you financially, because finances is one of the things in that'll kill a marriage, should she carry the bulk of more of the bills? If she makes more.
These questions sound like a scam.
Candace wrote these questions. I know.
These questions sound like a scam. Oh man,
I love them.
Josh,
the question is if a woman makes more than a man, should she carry more of the financial responsibility?
Yeah,
that's the question, Doc.
I don't think she should carry more of the responsibility. I think that she should help him while he's down, but that's in the interim until he gets to where he needs to be, to where he can do what he needs to do. If I'm gonna say, like, are we saying if she makes more money, her money now becomes the breadwinner position, and she assumes the responsibility as the leader? That's what we saying? Or are we saying that you got more money, you should be using more of your money to pay the bills? That's what we're saying.
Yeah, would you say that to her? That's the question.
It would depend on my situation. It would depend on the bills, because some of them, if some of them bills may be more of her bills. But I think it's just an interest thing. I think it would have to be some communication, because I think it's just my perspective real quickly. I think women usually are better at what they do when they have less of that financial stress. You know, generally speaking, women, when they're less financially stressed with less financial burdens, they usually are better women. You know.
Let me ask you something, Josh.
Yeah.
Have you ever dated a woman that made more than you?
I have.
That made more money than me?
Yeah.
Yes.
You thought long and hard on
that. It's a yes or no, Josh. It's a yes or no,
right.
Josh.
All right. That woman that you dated that made more than you. Was she a better woman to you than someone who made less than you, just on an overall basis?
No.
You got to date more women that make more than you, brother. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you all something. From my experience, a woman who has freedom in all areas of her life, whether that be emotionally or financially, when she makes it to a certain space, her requirements of you become so less that all she really wants to do is create a sanctuary for you. That's the best way I can put it.
I don't know.
Now let me explain what I mean. I'm not talking about a man whom you need her to be your everything, but I'm talking about a man whom everything a woman brings to the table is simply a bonus, whether it's less or whether it's more. She knows that you're in a position where you're doing fine without her. All she does is enhance what you already have. That has been the absolute best experience of my life.
Wow.
I'm just talking about what I'm talking about, and I'm going back on mute because Bishop said we ain't got long. But yeah, I'm going back on mute.
Go ahead, Bishop.
Y'all ready?
Totally agree with you.
What was the final analysis? I mean, I heard Josh give his.
Frank gave us a soliloquy about
I don't have a problem.
women. He said what he basically said is women with money are better.
Who agree? Who has experienced that for yourself? I'm just asking.
I mean, I've experienced.
Do anybody disagree with what I just said?
I've experienced with both ends, though, Frank. I've seen it with both ends.
Okay.
I see it in both ways.
The answer, Bishop, question. I guess I come from such a different perspective. Josh, I'm gonna bring my clubhouse experience over here, Josh. Because when we come in this thing together, we coming in this thing with our money. And when we lay down the bills, if my money can only, Josh, go up to this much of the bills, all of my money. I ain't got nothing left, Josh. I'm giving all my money. But we still got about this much left. When you balance it out, it looked like she got a little bit more than me. Does that's not going to take away my manhood or anything. Somebody got to pay these bills. So what? I need to go and double my work, double my job and everything so that I can take on the buck of the boat. I just don't get that concept. I hear it all the time, but I don't get that concept. If we in this thing together, and I've dated women who made a whole lot more money than me. With me traveling on the road and preaching and stuff, I didn't know when it was going to come in or how much was going to come in and all of those kind of things until I learned to get an honorarium together. But in the beginning, I didn't have that. But they made a lot more money than me. I've dated women that was very successful. This one woman bought a major property. Josh, I knew that the property was going to cost, that because of the mortgage, it was going to be $10,000 a month just for the mortgage that I wasn't bringing in at that time. But guess what? She didn't have a problem, Frank. That's why I agree with you that taking care of this part of what was going on. She knew I didn't need it. She knew I was working. She knew I brought money in. she didn't have a problem with that. So I think, Bishop, it would not be a problem if I say we just got to pay these bills. I'm not telling her you got to pay more than me. I'm saying we got to pay this bill. Let's put our money together and pay what bills. If it happened to be that she put in more to make the bills go, as long as we in there and we happy, I think it's cool.
See, the reason why I always give kickback to the notion that a woman who makes more than a man, it's difficult for her to be submissive to a man. Number one, because that hasn't been my experience. Number two, if we live by that, we cancel out a whole lot of women meeting the right one.
Yes.
Especially those that are black, because by ratio, black women out earn black men.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes.
Anyway, just your everyday working people, black women by ratio out earn the black man.
Yes.
So if we go by that, we'll put black men in a position to always be striving for something he might never achieve.
Hey,
But I don't think it's an issue of submission. Like I don't think it's like a woman that makes more money than a man is incapable or less likely to submit. I'm just saying, however way you get to it, women usually, so by nature of your definition, Frank, women, in my experience in counseling, consulting, women usually, and thank you, Kate, because it's definitely not always about money, but I think that women usually, when they do not have to worry, so whether they have it, Frank, or they don't have to worry about it. And then it's a nuanced conversation, because then as a man, what are you looking for in a relationship? Are y'all trying to raise kids, right? What are you guys trying to build together? So there's a whole bunch of nuances, because that dynamic may work in this environment with these two people when necessarily it don't work, but it can definitely work. I've seen women who have more money than men that may have great marriages, and I've also seen women that had to worry about money. And when women have to use it, because we're really more programmed for stability, when they have to worry more about money, they're usually not the best version of themselves. So however they get to that independence, that's what I'm saying. Sorry, Bishop.
Hey, no, you good. I'm just gonna say this just super quick. Hey, Broderick, see, this is where I start to vary on that the role stuff, right? See, for me, the money goes into a pot. The money in the pot is supposed to ensure that the essentials are taken care of. I mean, so it don't matter who brings in how much. The pot is supposed to make sure that the essentials are taken care of.
Yes.
Then once the essentials are taken care of, then the conversation now is about like our excesses or extravagances or what we want from there. And that should be a conversation. It shouldn't be based on how much money I'm bringing in, how much money she's bringing in. So for me, I don't even care if a woman makes 10 times more money than I make. As long as I still have my dignity and I can go to the store and buy my toothpaste or buy me some clothes or get my underwear and she ain't hounding me for it, then I don't have no issues with it. But if she buying Gucci bags and I can't buy nothing, then I got a problem with her using the leverage of making more money to be able to have the extravagant life, and then I can't do nothing because I'm not matching
but that's
her financially. It's true. And my thing is, I wouldn't really care, but that's where I would have something to say about it. Like, okay, you out here rocking Gucci, and then I can't go get nothing just because I'm not making as much as you make. Then we got a relationship issue.
We allow money to take away oneness in marriage.
Facts.
I couldn't be married to a woman and we not one completely and all that. I'm entrepreneur, man. I could make $30,000 this month and don't make a dime in 2 months. It's just how my business go. But I can't be married to a woman who don't want to embrace the idea of oneness. That whatever we bring to the table is all ours. I don't want to be saying mine and yours. I want to see what we got together. And if a woman love her money more than she loved me, and the idea of her having the accesses more than she loved me, then I'd rather just give me a poor girl, and we could, be one with oodles and noodles.
Excuse me. I think it should be the same principle that we practice. If I was making, you know what I'm saying? If I was the breadwinner,
yes, sir.
if I was the one making the most, I think it should be the same And I need to know their character, Josh and y'all, before I get into this, because you can't not what you're not gonna do. You ain't gonna tell me like the Gucci thing. You ain't gonna tell me what I can spend and can't spend because we have merged together. Because I ain't gonna do that with you as long as the basics are paid. But I think at the end of the day, I don't have a problem with it. But you ain't gonna hold it over my head neither.
That's the thing.
Women should make as much money as they want. Melinda, I was trying to read it. What he was saying. That's okay. Okay, I'm not that type of woman. Okay, so the next question, let's breeze through them. Should married people vacation with single friends?
Same sex, opposite sex.
She came for the violence.
Same sex, opposite sex, Bishop.
Huh?
The same, like the opposite sex, or same
sex? Same sex.
Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Okay. I remember.
That's the question again, Bishop.
Should married people vacation with their single friends, same sex? Some people have a problem with that. You know, some people got a problem with married folk hanging with single folk.
Period.
Because they think that it's going to cause. Is that you, Claiborne? That's why you screamed loud?
No. I'm with. No,
I forgot. You got female friends and all that. So if right.
I ain't on that side.
So if you here we go, Dwayne. So if you get married,
so
if you
go there, Bishop, go there.
Yeah. So if you get, hold on, John. If you get married, Claiborne.
Yes,
Claiborne.
Yes, sir.
Pick your head up, man. Pick your shoulders up. Talk.
And you still got the women that's supposedly your friends that's probably watching.
They watching.
If your woman, if then your new wife says, "I'm not comfortable with that," what would you do?
Y'all ask me this question all the time. I have not had that problem from my experience, and I probably will never have that problem because of how it's introduced.
You don't know who you're gonna marry, man.
Well, no, but it's introduced from the door in relationship.
But you might have that problem.
Hold on. You really into them, Claiborne, and they said no. That is uncomfortable for me. They gotta go.
It's a wrap. They gotta go. What you doing, Doc?
Hey,
what you doing?
Hey, y'all feeling that you gotta go.
You gotta go. What you doing, man? What you doing, man?
What you gonna say? This is real life.
Look at him. He can't even give no answer.
Them women ain't gonna give you with that. Them women ain't gonna give you with that.
No. He gave you a different scenario.
Let me say, from my 20-something years of
he gave you a different scenario. You're not going to politicize this moment right now.
That I would have a different conversation, and I have not had a problem. You know why? Because
he said if the lady,
but you could have that problem. Go with my scenario.
Okay,
you don't know.
Yeah, he can't even answer it because this is what he wants to say. I ain't cutting him off.
Hey, Dwayne, watch this. Which is probably why you divorced now, because of them two friends.
Yeah, that's what he want to say. I want to cut him off, Bishop.
Hey,
that's what he want to say.
Dwayne,
that's it.
What he want to say.
That's what he want to say. I don't want to cut him off.
I ain't cut my friends off.
I ain't cutting my friends off. Go ahead and say it loud. You couldn't even. I'm cutting them off, and then text them like, I'm just
if this woman is fine and everything you want, she rocking your world, you holding on to them friends.
Yes, Bishop, I'm holding on to them because I don't want to let them go. They're my friends.
Yeah.
See, that's why I told y'all. I felt it in my spirit earlier.
Man,
he need deliverance.
He need deliverance.
We need to have a Tarian service.
We need deliverance, man,
for him to get delivered.
Hey, Frank, look. Is that your friend? Yep, that's my friends.
You started. See how you start.
So you are going on vacation.
You gonna hold on to it? Yep, I'm gonna hold on
with
to
the female friends. Why you married?
Yeah, man. Listen,
I did not speak
for him. Did not speak for him. Did not speak for him. Did not call it.
It wouldn't be a choice for me.
Bishop, can I ask the prophet something?
No.
Prophet, would you teach
You've
this?
Been hosting all night long with me, so go right ahead.
No, Frank been co-hosting.
That's his job. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
No, go ahead, Prophet. Go ahead.
What? That's why I asked permission first, because if you say
you ain't asked permission no other time.
Oh, because you was off screen.
I was trying to get the hackers out. Go ahead. I'm trying to make sure we secure. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. But I was gonna thank you, Bishop. I was gonna ask the prophet, would you teach that to the men that follow you?
God, that just
Got him.
we interrupt this broadcast.
Don't cut nobody off.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Oh,
I teach this
Get to the computer.
I teach this period of how you control your relationship and how you present your relationship. I don't care who they are.
One more time, Frank.
When you present it in such a respectable way, and you present it in such a way from the door, Broderick. Like this is not something you find out. We don't go on trips. I don't do all that kind of stuff. But they're my friends, and they are known from the door. They don't call my house disrespectfully. I can easily, with no problem, put them up. I ain't hiding them. I can put them on FaceTime while my wife is there. I have never had ever that be a problem. Now, if she says that was a problem, she would have to say to me, watch this. Again, I'm back in communication. What about it is a problem? Not
she
just
might not give you that. She might not give you
tell
that.
me that she's just because she's a woman.
Okay, excuse me. Hey, prophet. So I just want to be clear. You be teaching this at Prophet Claiborne Ministries to the men.
I teach communication, and you have
No. That's not what I'm talking about. The concept or principle of it's okay to have all these female friends.
Anybody to cut their friends off, male or female.
Okay, so then what you are saying is when you sit down with the ministry and the men are there, you're saying, go for it, men.
No, I don't talk like that. What I say is
your shepherd's pie.
You have friends that you need to present everything from the door. So there's no time for this not to be a problem. Whatever is going to be a deal breaker, you should be presenting these from the door. When you have an open communication and you present things in a respectful way, then I said for men or women, present this from the door in such a way, and that person also turn around. What? I don't have people who disrespect my house. I don't have friends like that.
But Claiborne, you going on vacation with female friends while you married?
I don't go on vacation, but when Bishop present, can married people go with the same sex? I have no problem with that. I have friends that are female friends, been my friends for 20-something years, and some even longer, and they still here while those other people are gone, and it's never been a problem.
He never answered the question.
Never.
The question
you worse than Donald Trump.
Hold on. The question is 253 people still in this room. Our highest was 290 something. Thank God. Hey, prophet, apostle.
Bishop.
You ready?
Man of God.
If you met a fine woman.
Yes, Bishop.
And you into her and you're going down the aisle, getting ready to go down the aisle. Yes or no? Would you, and she talks to you and say, baby, look, I know they've been your friends, but I'm just not comfortable with it. I ain't never been in a situation like that. I want to be with you. Are they going or is she going? That's simple.
She going.
Yes or no?
What?
She going.
She going.
The wife going?
Frank, give me a sound effect, please.
She ain't the wife.
What?
Say we getting ready to go down the aisle. She would know. I would know that before we got down the aisle.
No, I mean, you on your way with her to down the aisle. That's what I mean.
Right.
And she gone.
She would have. She couldn't tell me that.
Do me a favor. Sit up and look yourself. Look in the camera.
Listen, y'all cut y'all friends off.
So, Claiborne, you talking about the love of your life.
I'm legally blind.
Hold on, Claiborne.
Y'all, it's a setup, and I ain't never had that problem. So I ain't gonna have no
Hold
problem.
on, Claiborne.
And I'll rebuke that spirit.
You know where you in, Claiborne. You don't know where you at. Go ahead, Josh.
You know what your problem is, Claiborne? You got too many laps.
Oh my God!
I got two of them. You're right.
You got too many laps.
I wrote the book.
Take a lap.
Too many laps.
See,
oh, this is getting ready to be good.
That's the
I can't stand
Too many laps. Can you look this camera in the face?
Frank,
That's what you just said. Can you look this camera in the
I can
face?
respect him for sticking to his position.
I
can
do
respect
him
it.
for that. Yeah.
I respect him tremendously for that.
Wow.
My concern becomes when we talk about two becoming one. Where is there room? Where is there room for your spouse, your significant other, to express something to you, and instead of there being an explanation, there is adjustment on your part? What I hear from you, Claiborne, is, and I told you need a deliverance service, and I'm sticking to this. What what I hear from you, Claiborne, is yes, she can communicate that to me, but at the end of the day, I'm still going to do it my way, and I'm going to explain to her why I'm going to do it my way, regardless of how she's saying it's making her feel.
No, that's not what you're hearing. What you heard me say is this. I would ask,
clarify
what makes you uncomfortable? And you can't just tell me because she's a woman. That's not enough answer for me. Because I wouldn't just say what makes me uncomfortable about your friend is because he's a man. You have to give more than just, because when you say that, where does it, I'm telling you, Josh, I said this the other day on Clubhouse, and you don't believe me, but you're going to find out. If you don't draw the line on that level of control, everything that they want to stop you doing, they will make a problem for it. And then what? I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. And you saying, okay. I promise you, if you think it's a plaything right now, you're going to find it be a problem later on. The more you say okay to everything without a conversation. You just said, okay, because she got a problem. Okay, because my baby got a problem. Okay, I promise you that you might think that it's a plaything now, but without a conversation, because you are saying, I don't need no conversation. If she say it's a problem, that's fine. She gonna have a problem with other things besides this, and then what?
Because no, Claiborne, I didn't say that.
You gonna go along with everything?
Claiborne, I said, this is what I said. I said, if your woman has an insecurity issue, like we was talking about, right?
Yeah.
Says I got a problem with someone there's nothing inappropriate. I said your initial response when she expresses that she has a problem. And men, we got to learn how to do this, is not try to invalidate how she feels. The first move, the first wisdom move, Claiborne, is to validate how she feels and adjust initially. Once you adjust initially, then we can circle back, because again, you don't know because it can be a control issue or it may not be a control issue. But to circle back and say, baby, listen, can we have a conversation now? Because I just want to make sure that this is not just an expression of something of other control issues.
But Josh, you ain't saying no different than me. You just put the conversation on the back end versus
it's totally different though, Claiborne, because I'm not gonna throw away what I have.
Well, wait, let's take away. Let's take away.
You saying, Claiborne, you saying I'm not, you saying, hey, I don't like that friend. I don't want you doing that.
That's not what I said.
You gotta go.
I said a conversation. All you did was put the conversation in a different spot. You still having a conversation.
Right.
Let's go the way you presented it.
Okay.
No conversation. Your woman said to you, Josh, I don't like the situation. I want you to be done with it, and we ain't coming back to no conversation. What you doing, Josh?
But listen, y'all. This has been an absolute amazing exclusive YouTube show on tonight. Thank everybody for tuning in. Bishop is going to close us out right here.
And this is so good that we're going to pick up on these questions, because I still had like 5 more questions. But it's 11:30, and we went a little long in the beginning, but it was necessary to get everybody over here. It's 262 people on here. If I could just get everybody to give a $21 offering. Just a $21 offer. Everybody, don't go because we saying money. All right. This has been since last Thursday. I need y'all to encourage me tonight. All right. So I can bless these brothers. I need you to just simply to give $21. Everybody. What if 200 people gave $21 tonight? All right. Like literally, where's it going? I'm being a blessing to the brothers and to help what I'm doing when the right one comes. the last probably 2-3 months, I don't get anything because I make sure they're straight. I divide it amongst them. So if everybody, $ Greg Davis 10, PayPal, contact Greg Davis at gmail.com, Givelify, Greg Davis Ministries. If you could go to any one of those, Venmo, Greg Davis, some of you may want to give more, all right? But I'm telling you what it's for. It's going toward this show. And I'm working on something to make the show better, to get publicity out more, because this has showed me something tonight. This showed me something, Frank. You understand. This showed me something tonight, like for real. And this should be encouraging for you and your show, getting ready to come on YouTube, like for real. We push the people. When you got a good product, people will find you. And again, we send out mass text message and we send out a mass email. So I need everybody. Again, Cash App is going off good, y'all. I just need y'all to keep letting it go off. $21. If you want to give $61, it's our 61st week, you can do that. But I need everybody, literally. I need those that partner with me, those that love what we're doing. You found us here. We were right at 300. That's where we've been at the last few weeks. So literally, if we miss some people, I think we gained some people too. I see some new faces. And Marlinda was sharing with me last week that we're gaining new faces. When you keep something fresh and new, I appreciate y'all. Come on, let's keep going. Let's keep going. $21. $21. You know who didn't find us, Frank? Where's the deacon at, the trustee?
Chris. He commented on my Facebook and said he was gonna come over, but I haven't seen him in the comments.
Okay. All right, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. I thank all of y'all as you're giving. Cash App going off. Let's keep going. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper.
Man, it's been an amazing show, though, Bishop. It really has, man.
Josh,
it has.
Josh, you can't come back. Josh, you can't come back.
Josh can come back. Josh is welcome back. Even though Claiborne is older in age, I outrank him in the spirit on this show. So yeah,
he's not coming back.
Josh will be back.
We work together all the time.
Josh will be back next week, right, Bishop?
Nope.
Absolutely. Josh, you want to be with us?
Oh man, Bishop, you know this is up my lane. I love this.
It's a play. Listen, we even had Joe. Yeah. Joe dropped in on us tonight, and we're excited to see him. It's been some weeks, so thank you for coming tonight, Joe. We know you've been busy. To everybody in the comment section, listen, make sure you sow that $21. All of the giving is right there on the screen. Greg Davis 10, Cash Out, PayPal is up there, Givelify is up there, Zelle is up there, Venmo is even up there. If you believe in this show, if you got something out of this show, if you believe in us, if you want to see us go farther and keep on going, listen, sow that $21 seed tonight. And we will greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Marlinda, for always holding it down. In the background is only you can. Marlinda major too, y'all. She be doing her thing.
Oh, she major. Natalia, Crystal, thank you. Michael Claiborne, Natalia, Crystal Palmer, T. Nicole Allen, Antoine, Chantel, Adrian Diggs, Sherlyn Castle, Kristen, Shayla Lewis, Casey Me, Broderick, thank you so much. Dwayne, thank you. I don't know who that is on PayPal. Whoever gave on PayPal, thank you. I can't find your name right quick. I'm sorry. Kelly Watson, thank you. Erica Harrison, thank you. Ashley Lynch, thank you. Joe Stearns, thank you. Frank Ray III, thank you. If I can get about 50 more, y'all, come on, let's keep it going, y'all. It's 219 people still on here. Let's go. $21. That's all I'm asking for. That's what the Lord led me to ask for tonight. $21. Simple. It's the 2021. Some of y'all believe in God, like really believe in God. Danielle, thank you. I appreciate you. Danielle Hughes, Angela, Shayla Copeland, when we all do it together, $21. Just think about that. I spent that at Starbucks today because I ordered DoorDash.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, DoorDash, they'd be like, you got to at least spend this amount.
They sent me a thing. You can get 25 off. I'm like, I got to spend 25 to get 20. I got to
Absolutely.
spend 50 just to get 25.
Terry, thank you. Shalice Burks, Brittany, Franklin. This went to Givelify. Let me see. Givelify. I don't know who it is, but thank you. Whoever gave on Givelify. They set up different. I don't know. Oh, Takia Fundenberg. Thank you. Joyce Hope, Pamela Henderson. Thank you. Terry D. West. Thank you. Tierra Parker. Thank you. Frank, I can't stand you. You know you hear from God every now and then. You know what I'm talking about?
AJ looked like he preparing a convention message.
Erica Harrison. Who?
I said, Antoine looked like he preparing a convention.
That boy been preaching all over the world.
Man, I'm so tired.
Antoine, you got my old schedule. Go ahead, son. Go right on into it. I don't miss it at all. I feel funny being away from home this long. Got to preach Wednesday night here in Camden. I feel like I don't even know if I remember how to do that.
That's so funny.
I'm saying in front of people.
Right.
You know? I'm like, I probably go crazy because I'm getting some amens.
Right.
Danielle, thank you for this your first time. Listen, all of our first time people, man, thank you. We've been here for what, 61 weeks now?
Yeah.
61 weeks.
Yes,
and,
sir.
We'll love to have you back next week. Listen, don't come by yourself. Tell somebody about what you experienced tonight. Next week when we go live, or even this week, just share the conversation. Send it out to your friends. Share it with your coworkers. Watch it at work. Watch the replay.
With your
Listen,
work,
tell everybody. No, we
Not
gonna leave
your
them
work
where they at. But tell everybody about when the right one comes. And
Hey,
don't
look,
forget.
people asking, Brittany asking Monday nights. Some people, we got new people. They just stumbled upon it. Monday nights, 10 p.m.
Yeah. I think the algorithms over here are a little better. Just what I'm seeing. Yeah.
You know, we may stay here. I don't know. The Lord might have did this. This might be the Lord's doing.
I might be going exclusive starting Wednesday night.
What page are we on? What page is this?
We just on YouTube when the right one comes.
Oh, when the right one comes?
On
YouTube. Uh-huh.
We on my Greg Davis show also, but it's not as many people there. We only on YouTube tonight, Joe, because of my page getting hacked.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is all YouTube. You see, almost 300 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think people be stumbling like TV, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
now, want to keep following? Subscribe, everybody.
Yeah, make sure. Yeah, thank you. Make sure y'all subscribe to the page and put on notifications.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me, am I doing Frankly Speaking Clubhouse? I am. Dwayne and Josh and Bishop gonna help me get that started, and Joe, and we gonna make it happen.
Oh, so you ain't inviting me?
Of course, Claiborne.
I ain't
of course.
Living, but I'm coming over there.
Hey, we only good for Clubhouse.
Hey, Claiborne,
we're not good for after launch.
Somebody
you know,
said
stop it.
He got two baddies for that.
So listen, real quick, shameless plug.
He got two baddies.
Wednesday night. This Wednesday night, I'll be back live
I'll see
with
you,
Frankly
Frank.
Speaking. This Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Right now on YouTube and Facebook, but I might just do YouTube Wednesday night, honestly. But I'll be back live. I got permanent cast members with Mariah and Tashiana.
My God.
It's going down. It's going down this season. We're gonna have a good time. All right. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Frank Ray III. Don't stop giving y'all so they're $21.
Right. I'm going to say I'm like the deacon at the church. I just need, if y'all just give 20 more, y'all just get that $21. Hey, ain't this the way they used to say it, Claiborne? I'll be where I need to be.
I'll be where I need to be.
Hey, we can go on. We can go on home.
We can go home.
We go home. Hey, Josh, they used to say, "I ain't gonna let you out of here until you give it."
Hey, Bishop, you know back in the day, they'll go lock the doors.
Right.
She not
Try it today. Try it today.
Hey, count the money right in front of the pulpit.
Huh? Come on, Josh. Wait,
I used to go to Bailey. I used to go to Maddie Moss Clark's midnight musicals, and she had locked the door.
That's her favorite saying. You know she from.
You try that now. Try it now.
Try it now. Go get shot
the door
in the church.
Hey, Josh, we all gave ours too early. We was supposed to do it again so that Bishop could say the rest of that is table money. Now all y'all get the rest. You know, at the end, the deacons they be like, the rest of that is table money. The deacons y'all handle that. We don't. In certain houses they don't go back. The deacons y'all handle that.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Show.
I want to be able to replay this, and we go to 2 hours. They don't allow me to replay it, so we're gonna get off of here. If y'all, we're gonna leave the giving information up just for 2 or 3 minutes. Josh, welcome to the team. We appreciate you, Joe. It was seeing you tonight. You know, you just pop in whenever you free on Monday nights. And I feel good about the team. And make sure y'all do what Claiborne said before we leave. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. I'm going to do more stuff here. Yeah. Okay. All right. Y'all share that $21, please. And y'all have a great night. Get some rest, AJ. You going live? Okay.
Hey, AJ, he on his last leg, Bishop. Hey, Bishop, you know you on his last leg when you always laughing.
Yeah, done, dog. I'm done.
He done.
I get it. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great night. Thank you,
you're a
Marlene.
hairstylist too now, so that's added to it. Everything else that you do, Bishop.
Huh?
What?
No, Bishop AJ is a hairstylist.
Right. Yeah. That was the sweetest thing watching him do his daughters.
That was like give me. Let me shut up.
I loved it.
He like, thank y'all for y'all compliments. Can y'all please shut this down so I can go to bed?
DM Central right there.
Good night, everybody. See y'all.
Good night, brothers.
Good night.
Getting back in the dating game. You're optimistic about meeting the right one. But after going on date after date with different prospects and not getting a second date, you begin to wonder, Why am I not getting a call back? Am I saying wrong? Was there a red flag I didn't notice? If you've asked yourself this, you should order The Do's and Don'ts of Dating. In this book, you'll identify what the dating process should look like. What should I ask on the first date? What should I know and ask 30 days after dating them? What are red and green flags? How to date long distance, and more. Pre-order a new copy of Greg Davis's new book, The Do's and Don'ts of Dating, a guide of removing guessing and eliminating the games. Order now at www.gregdavisshow.com. Again, that's gregdavisshow.com.